So, I want to talk to you today about grappling with sanity itself, grappling with the reality that we live in a police state, grappling with all of this shit that is going on around us. How are we to make sense of all this and furthermore stay sane, right? That's what I want to talk to you about today.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better. See, I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Yeah, baby. True Slinger here, coming at you. Day number 104 of Shithole America. Episode 116. Yeah, plus others. So yeah, what's going on? It's good to see you. Speaking hypothetically, of course. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying yourself, just hanging out, whatever you're doing. I'm just trying to keep my stinking mind. I mean, literally, I wake up on a daily basis. I just, oh God. Yeah, right? Doesn't that explain it all? In a nutshell, that's pretty much my mental state. Like, I got to get my head screwed on straight. It takes me like an hour and a half, couple hours every day in the morning to just grapple with whatever's going on, because yes, even I, the great truth slinger, am having trouble dealing with these issues because it's the reality that we live in. That 6 months ago, my memes, right, are starting to get old. They're starting to age like cheese, right, and get sharper. And as they do, I'm realizing that I was really, when I say I'm a prophet, I am. I mean, of sorts, because I understand what's going on here, right? I was calling this stuff about Civil War, World War, the rise of AI. Okay, I'm all over that, right? And the fact that we're living under authoritarianism. Okay, shit. At least I got a marker in the sand right here. 104 fucking days. Okay, since this turned into a total banana republic, right? Where they arrest and imprison the opposition, the ideological opposition party, the fucking president, the one who was president fucking before. See, there I go. Shit. I'm sorry. Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, at least 104 days I've called it for 104 days. But I'm telling you, I was doing this shit back in Christmas. Okay. I was starting to do these memes and shit that I'm populating the show with, right? And yeah, I was right a lot. Okay? And I continue to be right. And that scares the shit out of me. Now, it's why exactly you should be watching and liking and subscribing and staying up. Okay? I'm not saying I know everything, and I'm not saying I know everything flawlessly, but so far, man, when you understand history a little bit, first of all, you understand the way things go, and many people have forgotten history. And see, I happen to know history, right? Because of the unique circumstance somewhat that I had when I had parents that escaped from fucking communism, right? And they told me the stories, and I understand them. And my grandpa told me the stories, right? I know them. Not all of them, but I know some of them, right? So I know where this ends. I know where this goes. And so I identified this a long time ago. I saw this. I said, okay, here we are, right? And now they're rounding up. I mean, I'm going to tell you just a couple of stories today because at this point, I just wanted to spend some more time talking to you about what the shit, like what next, okay? Because we are in dangerous waters now, right? The left is deliberately egging us on, trying to create another J6, another insurrection, because they're the party that's in control and they're good, and therefore anything that comes against them is bad, right? And so they're going to paint it that way. And so they're going to get us all pissed off like a beehive, and they're going to get some Trump supporter to do something stupid. They're trying. That's what they're trying to do, right? That's what they're trying to do. But again, what continues to alarm me, right, is that these people have no bottom. They don't. There is no place they won't sink to. I mean, people kill their spouses for insurance payments. You don't think that people that have a whole lot more to risk, right, aren't talking about killing folks? Come on now. Come on. Get your head out your ass. I know it's going to hurt and there's going to be a big plucking sound, but come on now. Right? Our government's been, and I mean, we're pretty sure at this point John F. Kennedy was killed by our own government. Right? Pretty sure. Pretty damn sure. So, I don't see, the greatest threat to the global one world government and the deep state, right? Yeah, I don't see them giving up anytime real soon. The George Soroses, the World Economic Forums, the Bilderberg groups, the nefarious actors, the people that don't run all the pedophile rings that don't exist, right? All those people, yeah. They're just going to give up. They're just going to come all this way of a 20-year plan or 30-year plan, and they're not going to execute their wicked, evil plans in the end. That's not going to happen. Starbucks will be there forever. Dunkin' Donuts, the ATM, all that shit, right? The ATM will work. You might not be able to get your money if you don't have a good score, if you know what I'm saying. Right? So let's, before, I'm done babbling for about nothing for a minute, and let's just look at some of these pictures, because otherwise the show will go on forever, right? I decided that, like, beneath me, I'm just going to start putting, it's like I don't want to overwhelm all of you, right? And so I just decided that underneath me, I'm going to put happy things. Now, I don't know if Alice Cooper is happy for you, but for me, it's happy, right? I grew up with Alice Cooper. Welcome to my nightmare. I think you're gonna like it. No? I think you're gonna feel right at home. Yeah. Anyway, it's nostalgic for me. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to put down something every day at, and maybe if you want, you can comment below and send in your requests, okay? And I can put stuff down below us that makes you happy, right? I don't know, maybe a picture of some Berkshire pigs or something. I don't know. Whatever. So, yeah, look at this. This is what's going on, right? This is a picture, two side-by-side pictures, and I thought that these were very dramatic images. So let's take a look at this. The sound is not, there's nothing going on with the sound. But this is Kiev 2023. If you don't know where Kiev is, that's in the Ukraine. If you don't know your geography.
Some people say Kiev.
Yep, Kiev, whatever. I don't care. It's a foreign country. I don't give a shit how to pronounce it. America first, man. Philly 2023, right? How do I pronounce Philly? It's Philadelphia, love. I'm just giving her shit. No, look at this. Look at what's going on over here, right? I mean, seriously, look at this. I really like, since I didn't put anything on the screen over here now, I really like it. I naturally always gravitate to the left and point to the left. It's like, this show is just coming along. I'm grown so much as a host. I don't know if you noticed that, but you really need to consider that every once in a while, how far this show has come. It's just amazing, isn't it? So yeah, look at this, right? What's going on over here, right? Yeah, it's infuriating, right? If this doesn't make you mad, I don't know what will. What?
Is Philadelphia where the Liberty Bell is?
Yeah, the Liberty Bell. Yeah. Yeah, cradle of our country, right? This is it, man. This is what our country looks like. It's our country has become a third world country, and other countries, well, they look a lot. They don't look like shitholes. They look like normal, right? Wow, it's not an accident. It's not an accident. One of the things I was going to put cultural Marxism up on the screen right below me, and then I thought, no. I changed it all around. But this is intentional. Our society is being dragged down. And if you don't believe this, you say, oh, Tim, why would people deliberately do this? Okay. I mean, just watch Democratic policies for years, right? But I'll tell you, okay, all you got to do is, you don't believe the government can be that wicked? I'll show you wicked. Let's just scroll down just a little. See how wicked our government actually is. Now, I don't know if you know who Tom Fitton is, but Tom Fitton is like the fountain of information, right? He's the only reason we know anything about what's going on in the government, or anything about the Clintons and Barack Obamas and the corruption and, oh, God, all about the selling our plutonium away to uranium-1 resources, all that with the Hillary Clinton. I mean, just the only reason we know anything is because Tom Fitton files these Freedom of Information Act things, right? Yeah, the FBI came to his home with a subpoena. And then Jack Smith's team spent 4 hours of him in front of a grand jury, right? Giving him shit, asking him questions about the rigged and ruined 2020 election, right? And opposing Joe Biden government corruption. If this, This is clear intimidation, is this not, by the government. The government, I mean, the term jackboot comes to mind, people. This is what this is. This is clear intimidation, right? They're imprisoning, I mean, how many people have they already imprisoned and thrown in jail, okay, on the Trump team, people that just happen to know Trump. They're persecuting lawyers. They're stripping people of law license, or they're threatening to strip people of law licenses because, the libs hold all the bar positions, right? So they hold all, they've been doing this. They've been replacing all of these institutions with people that are ideologically based at the top, and they own all the institutions. And once that happens, they own government, right? So, yeah, Stephen Miller, he's also a huge force, right up along side Tom Fitton. Let's listen to him for just 1 second here. Because he talks about that we are watching the destruction of the Constitution in real time, right? All at one time, like getting torn in two, right? And I mean, it's been tearing for a while. Yeah, but I agree. I mean, at this point, they're taking Wolverine claws to it, right? I mean, it's gone. The Constitution is just deemed, or something that the administration does, like the student loan forgiveness, right? Deemed unconstitutional, right? And then, shit, forgive the fucking loans anyway. Who gives a shit? More executive actions. It doesn't matter anymore. See, lawlessness is the order of the day, right? And isn't that a beautiful painting below me? Isn't that just gorgeous? God, doesn't it make you feel good? Make you feel happy?
We are watching our Constitution die before our very eyes. Not slowly, not gradually, but suddenly, all at once. We are watching it die. As our system of justice has been perverted into a system of political and partisan persecution. As the opposition leader in this country is being harassed, hounded, hunted by the awesome power of the state. We are watching in real time our constitutional republic slip out of our grasp. This is a continuation of the process that began with the Russia hoax 7 years ago, right. And it never stopped.
That's right.
We form governments. We hand over our liberties to the state to protect us, to keep us safe, to keep us secure, to stop criminals from invading our homes and our properties. And instead, that power, that awesome power of the state, has left the criminals and the predators harmless while being weaponized against political dissidents.
That's right. Exactly. That's all it is in a nutshell right there. If you want to know whether we're a shithole country, okay, the political dissidents in this country, and that's what we are now, right? 50% of us, at least in this country, if not more, have become political dissidents, right? Are being rounded up, hunted, persecuted, intimidated. The incredible power of the government is coming down and crushing them. I mean, think about this, okay? All right? If the government comes to get you, they have unlimited resources, right? If the government should come to get me, and I'll tell you, I'm probably a little bit closer than, most, right? Because of what I do for a living here, right? Partly, and some other things. And yeah, we are. We are the enemy. I mean, all you got to do is be a parent and go to a PTA fucking meeting or a school board meeting, and you're on the radar of the FBI. Holy shit, people. I mean, do we not see what's going on here? That's what I'm trying to tell people. Wake the hell up. We are living in a totalitarian, I don't care what you fucking call it. It's communism, dude. They've been backdooring this shit and fucking around with the language so long, nobody knows what fucking end is up, and nobody knows, you right? Okay, and they slipped all that shit in there, all the, well, no, we're not teaching CRT in schools. The fuck you're not. Yo, you're not teaching the college level courses, of course, is what they're saying in the schools to the little kids. You're teaching the teachers with the CRT, and then they're teaching the shit to the little kids in the form of the shit they can understand, so they grow up brainwashed. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. All right, not long enough, long enough, long enough, long enough, long enough. Because I got stuff to do. Anyway, so yeah, how do I wrap up this show? Whoa, what can you do? Right? All right, well, I'll tell you something. I was doing a little happy dance, and it wasn't because I like Stephen Miller a lot, but I do really like what Stephen Miller has to say. No. I'm so very happy is because I've kept my nose to the grindstone and I've continued to do the things I know I'm supposed to do on a daily basis, no matter how I feel, or whether, yeah, right, just disciplined, right, on a persistent, right, on a daily basis. Just hold, hold, and keep doing it no matter what happens. And this weekend, like a book came up. I've been trying really, really hard. I don't mind, paying dues, okay? And I've been doing this stuff only just a few months, right? The voiceover stuff, the audio stuff. Well, I'm decent at it. I'm pretty good at it. But yet I've grown and I've improved and everything. But some of the bottom of the barrel stuff is like $50 an hour, right? And that's what I worked on a couple of books. And I got stiffed on a couple of books, let alone at $50 an hour. And that really hurt, right? And so by the time you're done, it's like a 4-to-1 ratio, especially when you're starting out. When you get good, I can get to maybe 3-to-1, maybe on time, hours for every finished hour, 3 hours. So you end up at least dividing by 3, dividing by 4, maybe. It's like you're making $12.50, $15 an hour. I mean, it's hey, I'm sitting here, I'm home in front of my computer, I'm with my wife. I don't have to go drive my tractor, maybe flip it over or lose it on the road when the tractor, and the trailer fails or, whatever, all the shit that can happen, right? No, I'm working from home. It's great. I'm not complaining, but I wanted better jobs. So anyway, my wife's been applying for stuff and I'm, as I'm getting better, I'm trying to raise the bar and, growing the company here. So I applied for a book and I pitched out $125 an hour, right? Because I want to work in the 100+ hour range. And this way I can start to accomplish some of my other goals, like publish my own books and flesh out what I wanted to talk about is I want to write a book called Commando Life Change, right? And I'm excited about that because I have a theory about trying to shift your Overton window a little bit at a time and how that's a bullshit. And most people just keep getting pulled back to where the hell they were before. And what you got to do is you got to blow the whole damn window up and you just got to plaster it to one side completely and go like completely just radical, right? Just change like go to like concentration camp, okay? And drink water and eat and make meat and salt and just sit here and like exercise and or just like sit here for 3 days or fast or do nothing. Like just change everything, like shake everything up, right? That's the only way to do it. And then when you start to add stuff back in, right, it's ultimate elimination diet for your whole, everything about your whole psyche. Anyway, I'm excited about that project and a whole bunch of other books that I want to publish together. But that takes time, and I need to be able to have an opportunity to do that. And if I'm reading a bunch of crap at $50 an hour versus $125 an hour, right? Oh, yeah, I can breathe a little bit, and then I can work on some of these other money-making projects that build wealth rather than working for a wage, which is what I've been trying to do for quite some time, and develop multiple streams of income, which I always tout, and at 60 years old, still have failed to be able to achieve in my life. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm an artistic guy. No, I didn't say autistic. I said artistic. Or maybe it's because I spent the first half of my life working for the man, and the man made all the money and got all the great stuff, and I didn't, right? So that's probably more to do with it than anything. I'm late bloomer in life, entrepreneurially speaking. So Yeah, so anyway, I applied for this book at $125 an hour, and then the guy said, "Okay, we got it, great, I accept your terms." I pitched it out, and I wake up the next morning, and the guy goes, "Oh, well, we're interviewing somebody else, right?" And I went, "Oh, geez." It was like Monday morning. Now, this is a big book. This is like a $2,000 book. This book is gonna allow me to pay off my washer and dryer that I bought on faith and a wing and a prayer, knowing that I needed to do something to get my life cleaner, right? Because I was driving me nuts, and my wife's kind of going, because she's got an OCD thing now because of the illness. And so dog, hair and stuff like that. We got a lot of dogs. And so what are you going to do? Man, the dryer dehairified everything, right? So we needed to do it. Plus, all the clothes didn't smell good because my washer was always broke and didn't work right. So yeah, man, I pulled the trigger, and now, wow, I prayed, I did this and everything. I kept growing the business, and now here, I thought I had this book, and then it went away, and I went, oh. It would have been huge, right? It was going to pay for my washer and dryer, and then I was going to be able to put myself on a schedule, and then all I needed to do was a couple of this other stuff that were Upwork every day, another so much per day and everything, and then, man, things would be growing and getting me making some savings, right? And then I'm like, oh, no, I'm all deflated. Well, guess what I just found out? I got the book. I got the book. I got the book. So, yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm really excited. That meant a lot to me. Yeah, I'm excited. It's good to feel gainfully employed. It's good to feel like you're the breadwinner again, and I'm dragging it home. And I tell you something, man, politically speaking, this whole paycheck, man, they handed out the money. I took it. When they were giving it away, man, when the COVID money came, crazy not to take it, right? But it made me lazy, right? And that's what it does, and the Bible says so, right? Man shall not work, he shall not eat, right? And I experienced firsthand how that corrupted me. It wasn't good for me. But again, I took it anyway. But I saw what it did to my soul. And now when I got to go out and kill it, bring it home, it's different, right? When the money spends different, when you go to the store and you lay it down, right? And you lay it down on the counter instead of the money coming from the credits coming from the government. It comes out of your own pocket because you earned it. It feels good. So, yeah, and then also, it's a confirmation that the business is growing. My talent is growing, and that I have the ability to not just sit there, in a circumstance, but I have the ability that if I continue to push at something and I continue to work at it, hone it, I can grow. I can make it better. I can earn more. And, let's face it, I'm an old man, right? I don't have a lot of time, and I don't have a lot of savings. I got to get busy. Right, I got to generate some wealth quickly, right? Because who the hell knows whether Jesus is coming back next week or next year or, I don't know, about 17 years from now, after the point at which I've got to spend the rest of my life supporting myself. But if I put him first, he tells me, don't worry about all that other stuff will be added unto me. And I believe in that. So that's the way I got to live my life, and that's the way I stay sane every single day, right? So coming full circle, right? Yeah, that's how I keep it sane every day about what's going on around us, because it's coming apart, right? And I I have to we have to all continue to understand that we're right in the middle of watching the death of an empire, the death of a republic. It's happening, and like I said, I don't think we're going to see another election. I don't. Not a fair one. I think they're going to interrupt the election process. I think they might try shooting. I don't know, but it's not going to be normal. I tell you, whatever is going to happen, you rest assured, be guaranteed it's going to be Abby something. Abby something. Abby normal. Yep. Guaranteed. So be prepared, right? Be spiritually prepared, be prayed up, be physically prepared in whatever way seems most appropriate to you in your circumstance, and continue to put God first. And I'm Truth Slinger, and I'm out.